What's going on, Goals Gang? You already know who it is. It's your fave corporatepreneur, Tat Goalz, back with another video. And today we're doing something a little different. This is a fill in the blank part series called, and I say fill in the blank because I really don't know how many parts I'm gonna do. So we're just kind of experimenting a little bit. And so this segment or this series is called Confessions of a Corporatepreneur. Okay. And what I want to do with this series is pretty much get naked. You like get naked. Like, what are you talking about? Pretty much I would like to just be very much transparent and vulnerable and just kind of treat this as, I don't know, like a journal, a diary, talk about my journey in corporate and just how I'm trying to transition from corporatepreneurship to full-time entrepreneurship. And of course, as soon as I get to doing something, I can't be great. Anybody have kids out there, whether they're fur children or not, you already know, like, once you don't have the attention on them, you know what I'm saying? He been minding his business all day, but as soon as I started trying to talk to y'all, he wanna get to chatting. So don't mind him. But like I was saying, yeah, just want to get a little naked. You know what I'm saying? It's hard out here, like, for people who just are creatives and have ideas and things like that. Trying to work a 9 to 5 and you don't necessarily want to jump off the porch or take that leap per se. So that's just been my life really. And so I think I'm closer than I was when I got started, right? To full-time entrepreneurship, but I still have some ways to go. And so I want to document that. So if that's something you're interested in, please continue to tap in. If not, I have plenty of other content available. So feel free to check me out. Check out my channel. But I will be doing this series periodically. We don't even really have like a rhyme or a reason right now, a cadence per se. Um, I've been working on the intro and the outro for this series, so I can't wait to kind of drop that whenever it's ready. But it's not at the moment, so I'll just have to like stay tuned for the Confessions of a Corporatepreneur theme song, anthem, or whatever. I think y'all gonna really fuck with it. Fuck with it. Anyways, oops, I really wanna be myself, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta have a level of professionalism, a little code switching in there. And I do believe uh, I could possibly impede my monetization. And plus, I don't want to limit my audience. I want my peers to be able to watch me and even my peers' children. Maybe there's some little entrepreneurs out there. So yeah, we're gonna keep it clean. Yeah, we're gonna keep it clean. Um, so what else do I want to do? I want to vent, talk about what I got going on at work. I'm not gonna tell you where I work. So if you know, you know. But if you don't, even better. So I will be talking very vaguely about the Fortune 500 company that I do work for. But I would not mention their names. Please don't ask. Okay. Love you. And I just want to pop my ish. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk about my W's and my L's. When I say my L's, I don't mean my losses. I mean my learnings. Okay. So I want to talk about basically my wins and my learnings as far as uh, just me being an entrepreneur, building multiple streams of income. So if you're new here, just tell you a little bit about myself. I'm Tatiana. Ooh, I was about to give y'all my whole government. I can't give y'all my whole. I was gonna gonna slide the middle name right on in there, but yeah, Tatiana Colorado, and I go by Tat Goalz. Some people say Tat. It really makes me know. Never mind. It's really Tat because my name is Tatiana. Okay. But Tat's fine. I am a little tatted. You know what I'm saying? The girl is slightly tatted, but low key, just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. So tat's fine, but I go by Tat Goalz. What is Z? Not a S. Okay. Don't forget the Z. All right. And I'm a corporatepreneur because I work a 9 to 5. I'm a project manager slash program hybrid role for a Fortune 500 company at this time. That may be changing soon. More to come on that, but that's my by day. And then in the evenings, on the weekends, and sometimes in the day as well. Because if I can't make something, sometimes I contract my fellow photographers and videographers that I have connected with in the Atlanta, Georgia area. So I am based out in the A. Okay, from the 26 at Fayetteville, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Shout out J Cole World. Was born and raised there, and went to Charlotte in 2010 for college. Got hired straight out of college by my current company, and been corporate thugging it ever since. You know what I'm saying? I went to UNC Charlotte, so shout out the 49ers. Okay, and then for my graduate degree, I went to um Queen's University of Charlotte. So my degrees are in my both my undergrad and my advanced degree is in communication with a focus on public relations. I had a minor in journalism. So yeah, and now I'm here as well in Atlanta. There's Wizard knocking down my audio equipment. Sorry if y'all hear that banging. He really did just jump up on my desk right fast. Lizzie, please get down, son. She's about to knock my whole setup down. Kids, you gotta love them, right? So where was I? So boom. Yeah, so I own Goals Visuals, which is a brand content agency. I serve businesses, brands, solopreneurs, corporations when it comes to visuals. So photography, videography, content creation. I do long form, which would be like more so your YouTube, but I also specialize in vertical video. So that's your TikToks, your Reels, your YouTube Shorts. We tell stories, and we do it in a creative way. And more importantly, we do it in a creative way that helps you not only attract new clients, but increase your sales. So there's that business. And I also have Bell D&D Dynasties, which is a real estate investing company. Both companies are about a year old. They are not my first businesses. I've had several over the years. I've always been that, you know what I'm saying? I've always been her, you know what I'm saying? I've always been a hustler like my mama. So um but yeah, those two businesses are a year old. And I think I'm locking in, I think I've really truly found my passion and purpose in life with those two. And I currently have one long-term rental, and I'm looking to get another and potentially a short term. Uh, that's all I'm gonna say for right now. That's all I'm gonna say for right now. But stay tuned. We moving and grooving over here in Bell D&D Dynasties. Um, gosh, I got so much to say. Like I can't wait to just continue to share this journey with you all. As you already know, I already post like vlogs and behind the scenes. And so this is really just a moment where we could just like have a conversation, like really just talk, you know what I'm saying? Um this one was pre-recorded, but shoot, I mean, why not? I might even, stream and do this live so I can have live conversations and just kind of chat with y'all back and forth. But I don't know, we'll see. Um but okay. So, without further ado, I want to tell y'all I really want to tell y'all the tea and like what's really been going on in my life right now. Without getting into too much of it at the moment because I'm kind of in the thick of it. My current company, Unfortunately, I have found myself in a bit of a toxic work environment in which has led me to currently be on leave. Okay. So I can get my mental health together and just figure some things out. You know what I'm saying? Recenter, realign. Um, I'll give you the cliff notes for right now. So, like, imagine you have a coworker, and I will not say any names. Um, and that particular coworker was your peer, and for whatever reason, you all kind of don't see eye to eye. You know, you're never on the same page. Okay. Um, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. So you've been on the team for about a little over a year and a half. You go on a 2 week vacation. You come back, you got a new director. You knew about the new director because the new director, she started a week or so ago. Prior to you leaving on vacation, that's fine. But then you return, you discover that your current boss is leaving. Okay, cool. And then shortly thereafter, there's some interesting things going on. You go on a business trip to Charlotte, and then the bomb is dropped. That particular peer that you always have sort of some kind of like, situation occur is now your reporting manager. And I don't think I need to tell you how that is potentially a conflict of interest and how that might create an uncomfortable situation. So, things occurred as a result of that dynamic that gravely impacted my mental health, and I had to take a step back. So, currently exploring my options. And to add insult to injury, right? So, you get put on an unofficial performance review with this new director when you return from vacation. Even though not too much longer beforehand you had gotten a raise, so you would think you were performing efficiently. But okay, cool. Fine. Play the game, do what they ask. But then you get put on um an official performance improvement plan, which, by the way, as I mentioned, this particular company hired me straight out of college. So this entire time, I've done several different roles across departments. I've been promoted year after year, and never been on a pit before, what they call it. So I'm like, after the first, um, after the first unofficial performance review, you kind of get the indication that there's really nothing you can really say or do in order to prove that you're a fit for this team any longer. So naturally, you do what you normally do whenever you feel like it's time to move on. You hit your pinnacle, not working out anymore. So just go to another department. So you go through the whole application interview process. You get a few interviews. You make it to the final rounds of a couple of them. And there's one in particular you really want. You click really well with the hiring manager and the C-suite exec that you'll be working directly with. Y'all vibing, you have a great interview. You already know it's in a bag. Okay. And so, you get a call from HR. You already know what's going on. Like, you got the job, of course. So you're lit. And when I say you, I mean me. I'm talking in third person right now, but y'all know. Y'all following. Y'all following. So like I get a call, she's like, yeah, they really love you. Want you to start January 6th. And we really want you to go ahead and get started. So you're just like, okay, yeah, like I'm with that. Of course, like, oh yeah, like, and it's gonna be a promotion, so you will now be a portfolio manager of sorts, and This is your current salary. We're actually gonna bump you, give you a raise for taking on this role, and it'll be a 15% raise. Does that sound good to you? That sounded amazing to me. So, of course, I accept. I'll go on with my day. Just to come crashing down as quickly as I got raised up because apparently, unbeknownst to me, you cannot move to another department when you're on a PIP. So what's this little soundboard? I wish I had a boo on here because I definitely would press it, but it doesn't. I don't think. I'm crying. I love this little soundboard, by the way. Shout out TikTok. This the one and only item. Like out of all the things that I had in my cart, this the one and only item that I bought from TikTok, and I love it. I love it. It makes me feel all fancy. You know what I'm saying? Got my little microphone, my little soundboard. It's got a few sounds I hear. This is it's a bird sound. Got a little razzle dazzle music. Kiss sound. Pew pew sound. Now this one's my favorite because it's like not y'all got a little John sound. It's called Yell, but this gotta be Little John. I ain't gonna lie. There goes some laughter. Here's another little interlude music.
Awesome!
Some random guy saying awesome. And like a ding ding sound. Pretty dope. So if you got TikTok, go ahead and copy it. And this is not sponsored. It's the professional condenser microphone. Okay? I think it was like $30 on TikTok shop. Highly recommend. Anyways, back to my story. So now I'm devastated because my boss calls me the next day and says, "Hey, don't know if you know, when you're on a PIP, you really can't go anywhere." And PIPs typically are like 60 days. And uh, from what I understand, like I said, I've never been on a PIP. If you do not perform to the expectations set, then that gives them grounds to terminate. But there's also some little print at the bottom that indicates that you have the potential to be terminated prior to the 60 days ending. Okay. So at this time, I'm already on leave. So, what can I do, right? I call HR the next day to verify the policy, and apparently, this has been the policy since the beginning of time. Kind of makes sense. Still doesn't suck any less. So, for a whole almost 24 hours, maybe more, I thought I had, escaped, and I was free, could finish out my leave and return to work and just go to another department and move on, but now it's becoming increasingly more and more clear that I cannot stay on this team, um and they can terminate me. Georgia is an at will state. So I'm currently protected by FMLA while I'm on short-term disability. However, that has a time limit on it. I will have to return to work eventually. So I've been kind of conflicted. I'm like, do I get another job or do I go ahead and hop off the porch, right? Like, and I low key feel like I can do it. High key. Like I really been putting in work. And although I have been applying for jobs, I'm not gonna lie. Nothing wrong with a little steady paycheck, especially if you weren't quite ready to make the transition because there were certain mile markers that I wanted to hit before I actually, you know what I'm saying, slid over that way. And I had a lot of work, or I still have a lot of work to do in that regard. So, um, I'm stuck at a crossroads, but I really feel like Big G Ben told me to leave this company, and they saw I wasn't gonna do it on my own. So I am essentially being forced out by the greater powers that be. Okay. Um, I've been made so uncomfortable that I have no choice but to move. And sometimes that's how it works. Sometimes Big G already told us what to do, but we still lack enough faith. There's a gap within our faith that allows us to become frozen and unable to move forward. So that's that's my glass half full perspective on it and me trying to remain optimistic. So all in all, I have pretty much made the decision I'm gonna go ahead and hop off the porch. Matter of fact, I'm gonna just go ahead and make this my announcement. In my world, I'm currently a full-time entrepreneur and I'm gonna claim that. And I'm gonna continue to claim that because I can do it. And I'm so excited to bring you all on this journey with me. Thank you for your patience as I share and process my thoughts at the same time. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's next. So, I kind of took my own advice when starting up this series because I've been trying to get ahead of the game with my vlogs and PTS, but it's so hard to work a full-time job, have two businesses, and then you got your own brand that you're making content. So not only are one of the businesses where I create content for others, but I also have my own personal brand, Tat Goalz, as you can see, where I create my own content as well. So that's a lot of content. That's a lot of shooting. That's a lot of editing. That's a lot of editing. I mean, a lot of editing. But heavy is the head that wears the crown. Okay, cannot complain about having a full plate if your intention is to eat. You dig what I'm saying? So faith without works is dead. I got the faith. Now I'm putting in the work. Okay. So y'all continue to tap in with me. So we got this corporate confessions of a corporatepreneur series. Like I said, cadence TBA. Right. But um I'm thinking I'll just do these intermittently, which brings me to my original point. The fact that it is difficult to make all of this content and like try to pay bills and like work and then build a business and work within it is a lot, right? So I think these will be like my filler episodes when I need a buffer when I'm working on the next blog or the next BTS, right? Because essentially I had to hop on here because I'm like, dang, tomorrow's Thursday. I promised my audience and myself for 2025 that I would post a video every Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Time got away from me. I am behind on some client work, which always comes first over my own content. All right. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'll hop on the mic right quick. I'll hop on StreamYard real quick and talk to my people. And that's how we ended up here. Okay. No really plan or nothing, like just a microphone and vibes, and that's sometimes all you need. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe you don't even have a laptop, maybe you don't have a $30 TikTok mic. It don't matter. As long as you got one of these, you can make what you need to make. Get the equipment later. The money will come later. Get the equipment later. You don't even need that. You just need authenticity and a phone. And I promise you, just get that content out there. Like somebody's gonna rock with it. You know what I'm saying? So I've been talking. I was only gonna talk for 10 minutes, but wow, this is so therapeutic. Like even if you don't make content for anybody else, just make it for yourself. Just make it so you can look back on yourself and your progress a year from now. Do it for your grands. Grandma, what you was like when you was so and so years old? Okay, baby. Actually, grandma had a YouTube channel. Go ahead, go on there. Google grandma. I don't know, we gonna still have Google by then or whatever. Some of us are already grandmas. Ain't nothing wrong with that, okay? I'm just saying. At the end of the day, I'm making content for me, but I'm also hoping that I could touch somebody else. Somebody that been stagnant and maybe you stressed out at work like I've been. Baby, use that. Baby, can y'all hear me? When I say use those benefits and that job, I mean that. Like, they do not care. A corporation has no feelings, okay? So if you need to take that time off, check into your benefits, check into short-term disability. You don't have to, it doesn't always have to be something physical. Like, mental health is very much important, and a good company will prioritize that. So at least, by legal standards, things like that, they should at least try to perceive as if they prioritize that, right? So check with your HR department, all right? Take care of yourself first. Take care of you first. You cannot pour from an empty cup, all right? Um so I say that to say stay tuned, all right? So I mentioned, yeah, so like we got YouTube's dropping every Thursday, 2 p.m. Right now, Confessions of a Corporatepreneur are going to be intermittent. Every fourth Wednesday at 2 p.m. Somewhere in the Bag podcast. All right, so that's keep a lookout for that. First episode of season 2 coming out fourth Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern. All right, and if you want to interact with me, if you want to collab with me, if you want to chat with me, even if you want to join, I stream live every Friday from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, okay? Though that series is called Goals Office Hours. And I literally just work on things. You can watch me create YouTube thumbnails, create graphics, sometimes very rarely edit client content for obvious reasons, right? Um, 9 times out of 10, if you see me editing something live, it's probably because it was a TFP, trade for pics client. So that client more than likely didn't pay with anything aside from their time and agreeing that I can use any of the deliverables that I deliver to them and any of the raw footage for marketing purposes. Okay. So very rarely you will see me live edit any of my paying clients unless I have received their explicit permission and they just simply don't mind. Um So yeah, we doing it up with the content for 2025. We are locked in, and we're gonna achieve some goals this year. We achieve goals every year, you know what I'm saying? But the theme for this year is consistency. Consistency. You have to show up. Success is a result of compound interest. Little tiny decisions and actions that you take over time. Make sure all your goals are time bound and measurable. Okay. Make a baseline. You want to grow your Instagram, but by how many? How many more followers do you want? And by when? Okay. You want to lose weight this year. How many pounds by when? And then make sure they're actionable and that you write down those actions. You want to lose 50 pounds by 2026? How you going to do that? Okay. It's time bound, it's measurable, but did you write down the plan? Sometimes you got a plan, you ain't got a platform. You got the plan, find the platform. One of my goals is to increase my sales. How can I increase sales? by using my creative platforms, my YouTube, my socials. Promote, promote, promote. You got an album about to drop. Promote. You got an ebook about to drop. Promote. You want to be an influencer? Promote. Pull up. Do a food review. You ain't getting paid right now. Don't matter. Don't matter. Put in the work. You will be getting paid. Consistently show up and you will start getting paid. And I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking to myself right now. Can I get somebody pat? Got excited and I done knocked up. Hello? Okay. I done knocked my setup over. But somebody pass around a collection plate right now because your girl is preaching. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm preaching right now. You know what I'm saying? And get inspired, you know? Like life, just like your social media has an algorithm, so does your life. Speak life into yourself. Speak positivity and surround yourself with nothing but what you aspire to be. Look around at your environment. Go network. You want to be a millionaire? Do you know one? Huh? You want to make before you can make a million, before you can make a million, before you can make a million, your first step is to make 100. Okay? What'd you do that today? Everybody want to be a millionaire. You know how to make a dollar? Ooh. Let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop. I'm talking too much. I'm talking too much. Nah, but for real, do you know how to make a dollar? You know how to make a dollar? Do you know how to make two? Can you flip that? 10, 100, 1,000. Next step, 6 figures. 7, 8. Make your way up to them M's. But before you make M's, you gotta make one M. You gotta make one M. But you're not gonna get there overnight. It's about consistency. Tat Goalz. It's about consistency. I'm talking to me, and I'm talking to you. It's about consistency. So in 2025, we stand consistent. If you've made it all the way to this point, comment consistency below. Let me know you here. Okay. And if you are here, I want to say I love you. I want to say I appreciate you. Whoever you are. You didn't have to watch this video at all. At all. It's so many other things in this world you could have been doing, but you chose to watch me. And I'm completely humbled by that. So I thank you so much. Again, I go by Tat Goalz, your fave corporatepreneur. I aspire very soon. I aspire very soon to be your fave ex corporatepreneur. Okay. But only time will tell. I gotta put the work in. I gotta put the work in. Everybody wanna work for themselves, but we gotta put the work in. Everybody wanna have 10K plus on socials. You gotta put the work in. You gotta show up. You gotta post. You gotta post. And I don't care who you are, what you're doing, you gotta post. This is applicable to everybody watching this right now. You have to post. You have to. You have to. Anybody that has something that's driven by a brand, you have to post. You have to get people to know you, to like you, and to trust you. How they gonna do that if they don't know who you are? How they gonna how they gonna get to know you from your house and you didn't post nothing? How you gonna network if you never go outside? Sometimes you gotta go outside and touch grass. Like you cannot just solely network offline, off Instagram DMs and comments and things like that. Trust me, that's a great place to start. But you gotta go outside. You gotta get in the field. Okay. 2025, we getting in the field, baby. All right. All right. I think we had a good little talk. I think we had a good little pet talk. I didn't even know that was gonna go that way. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm not mad at it. So if you enjoyed this content, please do me a favor. Please give me a like, a comment, and if you can, share this with somebody who you think can benefit from it. And again, you can follow me everywhere at Tat Tat underscore goals Goalz. Don't forget the Z. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's it. That's enough, y'all. But please tap in. Don't be a stranger. You can DM me. I'm open to collaborate and networking. I'm a content creator and a photographer and a videographer professionally. I'm not the best, but I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there, and I'm ready to work. And I'm hungry, and I'm ready. I'm ready to do that project. I'm ready to do that shoot. I'm ready to talk about that idea, how you can execute it. All right, creatives, okay, brands, businesses. All right. So holla at your girl. And you know what? It's no different than any other video. I just want to leave y'all with this. Remember that goals are free, but hustle sold separately. Okay. Y'all can check out the merch on the site www.freegoals.com. All right. I love y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video. Okay. Bye.